Alright, so. Lovely. Okay. Right. Alright, cool. Right, we walk here first, and then we walk. Right. And that's the comeback. Alright, up here museum. And we go upstairs to the. This park is closed at this moment. But as they say, walking ticket. Alright, it's a lovely day. It's a walking way. Ticket kiosks. Important information. Decking may be slippery when wet or frosty. Decking may be uneven places. Do not climb on fences or handrails. Keep away from the railway track. Please keep children in control. And most skateboards, skates, cycles are not allowed on the pier. Right. Sunny. Here we go. Okay. We start our walk south end by the sea. Says it's the world's longest pier. Alright. Tito. Right. Okay. So, as Daddy would say, there's a little theme park here. The roller coaster section. Oh, I'm missing out those seagulls. Oh, you can definitely see the beach. Right there. So, I've did a walking ride. So, if you see out in the distance there, it's a mile and a half. Alright. Right. Alright, let's get some music and start our walk. We are walking good. But that's pretty. So far ahead of me. My sit-up commenced, and well, people are so far ahead of me. I walk slow. Hey, seagulls! No, unheavy bread. This is their roosting spot for seagulls. Huh. Looks like the guy's fishing. It's a fishing spot. Seagulls will be happy. I don't think they fish bite that often. Okay, So, from the look here, no one's rods are out, but no one's cast any in the water. So, no one's fishing. Alright, so what's happening? You hear in the background is the choo-choo. I don't know. I will just walk it by. Cool. Every half hour? 50 minutes? I have no idea. But all right. Got mile and a half. Right. Streamers. We'll get a little bit of shade where we can. Wow. Alright, so let's look here at the sign here. It's a Foreshore Nature Reserve. So welcome to the South on End Foreshore. The whole area is protected for nature's conservation and includes the Foreshore Local Nature Reserve, the largest in England, and the Lye National Natural Reserve at its western end. The foreshore has great international importance for wildlife, especially during the winter months when thousands of birds come to feed here. Located at the mouth of the Thames estuary, the foreshore is at the heart of a much larger coastal area vital for wildlife stretching across the Essex coast and as far as upstream as London. So, London's upstream. So, wildlife on the foreshore. The Thames supports the 5th largest total of wintering waterfowl of any estuary in the UK, with an average winter peak of 150,000 birds. Whoa! The mud on our foreshore is full of burrowing creatures such as lugworms and ragworms, mollusks such as cockles and razor shells, and tiny shrimp-like animals. I don't know what house about that. These are food for birds such as the curlew, the dunlin, and the bar-tailed godwit, probing in the mud and shallow water with their long bills. And well, you hear little birdies. In winter, you can see large flocks of birds searching for these tiny creatures at the water's edge. Also small animals such as sponges, sea squirts, sea anemones, and dozens of different kinds of crab congregate sheltered areas such as around the supports of the southern pier or under pebbles and among the mollusk beds. Beds of eelgrass, a rare underground flowering plant, are in the mudflats of the Two Tree Island. Eelgrass is the favorite, food of burnt geese, which is 40% of the British water. It doesn't want to move. Oh, it wants to come back. 5 to 10% of the world population visit the excess coast. Only dark-bellied burnt geese winter here, turning to the tundra of the Arctic Russia to breathe. 2 nature reserves have been created to help protect this extremely diverse but scarce natural environment. This is a series of information boards that appear to show different birdies. 3 miles. Okay, that's enough. From here you'll see more. No more read. Here we go! Charge! Another bell. Let's go. I don't want to be near the fall coloring. Fishing. You can't see, but in the distance there are boats. So they say it's not too deep for birdies. These are swimmers though. What Daddy's missing is, well, the water. Sounds on the water. But that's okay.
NHS, is it?
So they have like periodic little outcrops for benches, and if you want to fish. Yes, a shack would say, fish, give me the ball, every 2 or 3 positions when he didn't get the ball. On the Lakers, that is. The light breeze is okay. It's a lovely day. Well, a lovely sunny day. Clouds are in the distance, but not overhead, so no rain. And the water's calm. Ah. All right. Edith. Is that a boat? Yes, it's a boat. What a boat? All right, dude. Haha. Middle. The shade. All right. Oh, nothing to read. Yay! All right. My name is Curry. All right. We have Edith again. Hey, Edith. Wow. Where was it in front of me? Beep, beep. Speed run. All right. And as we call it, we have a little space right here for, well, if there's a train coming and train coming, that's the space to stop. When you have a fact, there's only one track. If you have two trains, resting spot. Number 64. Good thing I bought the ND filters. Because this doesn't have much. Well, I'll be overexposed. A lot. Oh, 2/3 of a mile. Oh, it's just 2/3 of a mile left from here. All right. Will you be patient, eat it again? I will eat it. Is this eat it? Yep. Eat it again. Eat it. Hattie, ha. Ooey. Yes, I. Alright, there's benches on both sides. Yeah, I walk slow. Ah, and well, we have the returning train. Sir William Hayden Gate. Alright, they have the lamp posts or lights, so we have guys in the dark. So you can walk out here in the dark in the nighttime if you want to. Well, if it's open. That's the caveat. But it can be lighted.
He felt that, didn't he? Yeah. Right, well, mate. Top. Yeah.
Wow. Lampposts. We're passing Edith. Again, Edith. No. This actually is different. This is not Edith. It doesn't say, but different. I was wrong. Ah. Passing Edith again. Well, seagulls are not out this far. In terms of, yeah, not out this far. They're near the shore. They can swim. Well, I believe they can swim. Or float. Buoyancy. Just gotta worry about, but, as they call it, the perch. No bench. Alright, alright. Ah. Huh. 1 mile from shore. So I have mile left. Shady. Haha. We're at the second one. Half a mile.
Yeah, they were ever
Ah. We're coming to the EOL. The double train stop. So it's definitely 2 trains. Potentially. We're getting close to the pier. Pier! Yes, pier.
Yeah,
So if we say we've got to go there,
All right. All right. All right, so this is this part of the trip. All right. Okay. Southern End Pier and the Great War. Jamie and Jimmy's. Okay. Wacky Walk of Mirrors. There it wears nothing at the seams. Share your silly selfies.
Yeah.
Congratulations, we've reached the end of the South End Pier, 1.33 miles or 7,080 feet. Oh well. All right, we go upstairs. Sun deck. Lifeboats. All right. All right. South End on the sea. All right. All right. Oh. Looks like she got a bike. Alright. We're on the way back. Hope the train didn't leave. Alright, so while the paintings are nowhere in sight, here was worth a walk. Alright, so one final look at the South End Pier. All right. Cool. Oh. Wah.
Oh no, the choo-choo's gone. The choo-choo?
Used to make a choo-choo.
It's gone.
All right. All right. The choo-choo is not here. So it's back in order. All right. Next train is 1:45 the hour. So get a tea and maybe a milkshake. All right.
Waiting for the train. Yeah.
And a milkshake. I'm hot and cold. So the milkshake is nice and smooth and creamy going down. With cookies and cream and have a cranberry herbal tea. Doors are closed. Alright, we're ready to be on the way Choo choo. A little noisier, but it's faster than walking. For me, that is. If I was one of these other walkers, well, I'd probably be at shore now. But nope, we're near shore. Yeah, walk slow. now.